Hey everyone, welcome to the Solar Panel Collective, where we rise through shared light. I'm Ryan. Great to have you here, or great to have you back here. Great to have your energy here, or great to have your energy back here. All that stuff. I'm just going to be talking about stuff today. Anything that I say, if it does resonate with you, then keep it. If it doesn't, then just leave it there. This is a timeless reading, and this message will resonate with you when you're ready to hear it. So if you're watching it and it doesn't resonate with you, why are you here? Sorry. It's in the morning. I'm tired, so still waking up, still have coffee. Like, I'm still on my first cup. So, yeah. But yeah, so I haven't really put anything out for like a week or so, and it's been because it's been a busy week. And also changing around schedules with my daughters and everything. So, like, parenting time. So, trying something different, see how that goes. And it worked really well last week. So, we had a lot of fun. And it was actually really good for the girls. So, enough about that. But yeah, so I really didn't get anything out last week except for one video because it's been hectic. It's been hectic switching schedules and all that stuff, so. But things have not stopped. That's for damn sure. Things have not stopped. And I apologize if I use graphic language. I go where my intuition takes me, so sometimes I swear. I don't do it on purpose. It's just sometimes a swear word fits best. But yeah, the messages and things have not stopped. My third eye vision when I meditate has gotten very interesting. I don't know how it is for everybody else when you meditate, but for me, when I meditate, the moment I close my eyes, I see an after image of everything that was in my vision. So, and everything is kind of like lit up. And then when I'm done with that, it kind of like all blurs into like one like object of light. But then when I focus, I go through the object of light and I see. Like I can see a physical black wall. Like I'm looking at a movie theater screen, but it's pitch black. Like it's absolute black. And like I can sit there looking, and I start to see images and things on the screen, and the screen starts changing and doing stuff. Like right now, I see a giant, I'm not gonna lie, I see a giant white cross with a small little black cube. Like so like if you had a cross, you got the beam across, you go down a little bit, the cube is right there. Like towards the bottom more than anything. I don't know what that was for. There is nothing in my room, there's nothing in my office that is a cross, that symbolize, or that could be misinterpreted as a cross. There is nothing in my office. Like, there is nothing in my office that could be symbolized as a cross. So yeah, and that's just something I just saw for no reason. There's probably more behind it, and if I were to meditate on it more, I would get a message from it. Like I would get a whole full-on message, and that has been my experience so far. Like once I've been getting into this rhythm of like everything that's awakening in me spiritually, I'm starting to get into this rhythm, And yeah, now it's just like if I see an image or I see something or I see a synchronicity or I see something out of the corner of my eye, if I see a light orb, if I anything, a message, like if I were to meditate, if I were to take a moment and listen and become consciously aware of the moment, there's always a message there. There's always something there. Always. 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 Without fail. So it kind of just makes you think, all the stuff that we're missing, all the information that we're missing, all the information that is right there in front of us, being told to us, all we have to do is just stop and listen and be aware and be present in the moment. And that's been crazy. That's been like crazy awesome. It's been so cool to experience that. It's been so cool to realize there's so much information going on in this world that we just don't see. We just don't see it. And the more and more that I hear it, the more and more that I make myself become consciously aware and present in the moment, the more and more I realize that's the point. Like that is the point of all these distractions in our life. It's so we don't listen to the information that is quite literally being screamed in our faces. There's so much disinformation, there's so much turmoil, there's so much chaos going on in this world that it is almost impossible to be like, you know what? I need to take a moment and I need to listen. We're always go, 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 go. You need to keep moving. You need to keep working. You need to keep giving us your time for the little bit of money that we give you. You need to keep giving up your time, your attention. You need to keep giving us all your attention and all your time so you don't listen. So you don't listen to the universe, so you don't listen to the world, so you don't listen to your spirit guides, so you don't listen to your own intuition. Like the adage, time is money, is very true. But also, it's time is life. Your time is the only thing you have to barter with in this world. Your time. Because it's not money, because you barter your time for money. That's why you work. You barter your time to work for a company so they give you money. And like all my messages keep coming back about time. Keep coming back about time. Time is not linear. Time is fluid. Time is essentially the only currency that you have in this reality. And it's hard to process, because it's like, if time is not linear and time is fluid, that means cycles are real. That means we're always in cycles. Everything is in a pattern of repeating. Because if it's not linear, then that means that it's not a straight line. So that would mean that there's a curve, and eventually in a curve, it will come back to itself. So that then you have a cycle. So if we are forming this reality, if we are changing this reality, if we are manifesting things in this reality, and we understood time the way that we need to, being able to like take a second, focus, and look into your own past or look to your own future. What if it? Sorry, we're getting into deep thought here. What if it is? Time is not linear. In the aspect of, think of it as like a Y intersection. So both branches, you have past, you have future, and right in the middle is present. Right in the middle is everything that you experience in the moment. And it's not future's coming down and going to past. Right here, you have past and future always in constant, so it's always constantly streaming towards the middle. You have past and future. And the present, this moment, right in the middle, is where you experience everything. So if you had the ability to not look here, but start looking up the branch, you could see your past, or you could see your future. That's an interesting way to think about it. Because if it's not linear, then you should be able to see it at any time. If time is not linear, then there is a way. There is a method of seeing it. There is a method of transitioning time in a non-linear fashion. And that could be impossible in this reality. And maybe that's why, like, having an out-of-body experience, you can experience the past and the future and all that stuff. Because in this reality, when you're consciously awake and you're in this physical body, you are only ever allowed to view the present moment. So like this being here, looking through looking through your eyes, that is you being in the exact middle, seeing everything happening in the present moment at all times. But when you have an out-of-body experience, or when you dream walk or things like that, you are no longer stuck here. Your physical body is here, but your spiritual self can now go anywhere. And that's a profound thing to think about. Because then also, if time's not linear, what else isn't linear? And then also, I saw that there is theories now that our universe is within a black hole. And I wish I would have been recording back then, because I would say, I fucking told you so. Excuse my language. Because I already theorized that myself, I think 2 to 2.5 years ago. Like, the Big Bang, like they say, everything came from a single point, and all of a sudden, just the Big Bang. But if you think about it, what if that single point that everything came out of was the exit point of a black hole? And we're essentially just going, like, the universe is essentially expanding and then contracting into a black hole, and then expanding again, and then contracting into a black hole. That's our cycle. What if that's the cycle? Then how would that mean, like, what would that mean if that's the cycle, but also we're in a simulation? What if because everything has a shimmer on it for me now. Everything looks fake. Everything looks fake. Even like trees, grass, leaves, everything has a shimmer on it. And I remember doing research that like rainbow aura or crystalline aura could signify like change coming or something going through immense change, which then makes me think, oh my goodness, we are on such a big verge of a consciousness shift that what if that's what I'm seeing? That we're going to have such a big consciousness shift that literally everything is going to change. Sorry. Everything just went quiet. Everything did. It was like a profound holy shit moment because everything went quiet. No messages, nothing. It was like, it's like they're saying, you said it. You finally said it. Yeah, I got nothing. So yeah. Also, I did say in the last video, I did get some tarot cards and everything. I am going to be this week trying to get into a rhythm of doing tarot readings, collective tarot readings and everything, and see how that goes. I'm kind of working on my method because I've tried all the other methods like doing the 3-card past, present, future, like doing the different arrays of how you're supposed to set up the cards, how you're supposed to read the cards and things like that. But none of the methods that I've seen or that have been in like the little booklets or anything have felt right. Like every single one has felt wrong. Every single one. And then I did get a message like while meditating that I'm not supposed to do it like everybody else. That's what I'm being told. I'm not supposed to read cards like everybody else. I'm supposed to tell a story. I'm supposed to set conditions and tell a story. So I have to figure that out. But I did try it the way that they wanted me to do. I didn't set conditions or anything, but like I tried to do it. We're telling a story, and it got crazy. It got incredibly interesting. So I am interested to see like once I get my method down and everything, setting conditions and stuff like that, like what it's going to do, like what kind of story I'm going to get, because like I don't read the cards flipped around or anything. Like I interpret it. I interpret the card how it's speaking to me essentially. And once I get enough cards, I start setting them in an order to tell a story. And the stories that come out are interesting. I've only done personal ones for me. Like I just ask a question or hold a question in my mind, and then like I do tarot readings, or I try the tarot reading methods. And every single one, like I always get the sun card. I've always been getting the sun card and stuff like that. So it's like trying to. It feels like it's telling me to like try to figure out clarity, try to see the cards, try to see it. So that's what I'm going to be working on this week. So hopefully I'll get a few videos out of some collective tarot readings and things like that. And yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, that's all I got. Everything quieted down. So maybe I'll be able to get some work done. Maybe. But thank you so very much for tuning in. Thank you so very much for sharing your energy. And I hope that the energy that you got while watching this video helps make your day just a bit better. Hopefully it helps you awaken. Hopefully it helps you be you. So thank you so very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.